I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I hate.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
It's second down. And
they work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Trucks over him, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
now Hunt.
Kareem Hunt, the ball.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Gary Jennings, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Falcons, nothing.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Complete.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Brought down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Julio. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch signaled for and taken, and that punt went nowhere. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
10 at the 13-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
For Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
That one is caught by Hunt. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to John Ross.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working with a 2nd and 3. 17-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Jaguars 17. Falcons nothing.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Now it's Hunt. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. To throw on 3rd and goal. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. No gain on the play there, second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking deep for Jennings. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Gary Jennings with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Jaguars 27, Falcons nothing. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something out there. We have to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field, sees that the ball's moved to the middle, and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Jaguars 34, Falcons nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you see...
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Double dog. Double dog. That's the way. Check it out, Reed. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they try the right side here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lambo on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41. Falcons, nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone. As he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Their own 14-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Now second and 11 from the 32. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And it's third down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They run for it with Hunt. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Falcon, 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now back to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to make things a bit more respectable. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
41, Falcons 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He'll drop to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
At the 28-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 19-yard line.
Brings up third down. That's the end of the third quarter of play, with the score Jaguars 41, Falcons 14.
The Jaguars on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Watch the screen. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out, and the Jaguars continue to roll.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can...
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to bring it. A 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
There we go. 37's the Mike 37. Watch the slant.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking long for Westbrook. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop him.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Miles Jack with a sack.
A loss of 7 yards.
On second down, it's Hunt. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Falcons 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point after.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
62.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long.
It's a gain of 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
3 plays and out.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final score, Jaguars.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.